upside down stair. We're going to add a full block again with a stone brick stair. And we're just going to redo that whole clip for a second. Hey guys, OddManMC back at you with another build tutorial, and today we're going to learn how to build this fisherman's hut. So the materials that you're going to be using for this fish hut are going to be spruce logs, stripped oak wood, oak planks, andesite, stone bricks, cobblestone, stone brick stairs, cobblestone stairs, andesite stairs, and then for the chimney portion we're going to use bricks, stairs, granite, and bricks. Next, you're going to lay out your layout like this. If you want to take a pause really quick to write down anything, just keep a note of everything here and we'll get on with the video. Alright, the first thing you do is take your spruce logs and you're going to come in front of this first 5 block section and just build up, take down a couple so they can come on out. And we're going to fill in this with some spruce slabs, but again, you don't have to use those. Those are just the materials that I'm using, but we're going to build these up by 2 from this level. So I just put them down 1 into the water, and then we're going to basically kind of put them around in that same kind of area just like this, so we can kind of build off that. I'm going to put 1 in this corner, and we're going to come over here like this, and then 1 2 3 like so. 1 2 3. Whoop. We'll put 1 here in this corner, and we'll go 1 2 3 up this. 1 2 3 up like so. 2 3 in the corner. 3 2 3. 1 2 3, and then 1 right there, and we should be good with the logs. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab your spruce slabs, and again, you don't have to use spruce slabs. You can use whatever kind of slabs you want, any kind of blocks you want. I'm just going to put them across this block right here, across there, and bring that on out, taking out that as a temporary block. And we're just going to build this down to the water. That way we have a little bit of a walkway. Now, if we take out these, they're going to get rid of them as full blocks, so you might have to just kind of put a temporary block like so and take them out. But then we have a clear area that we can kind of walk up on. And then up into the blue and yellow, we're going to take these spruce slabs and kind of fill in where the rest of this wool is and just kind of build out like so. So I'm going to flash forward and show you guys that. Go ahead and do that yourselves. After you're done, you should have something like this. Again, we're not going to put slabs over the yellow and blue wool because this is going to be where the house portion is going to be. Next, we're going to grab our bricks, our brick stairs, and our granite, and we're going to start out with just the bricks and build up a chimney area just like so, just kind of building it up till probably about, I would say, 9 to 10 blocks tall. We're going to come back through and texture some a little bit, but again, you can build this kind of stuff however you want. This is just a rough guide on what I like to do. And then I like to come in with my stairs and add this as a rounding out area just like that. We can even take out some of these full blocks and replace them with stairs to make them look a little fancier. And then we'll top this off with a campfire and spruce trapdoors later, but for now this looks like a pretty decent looking chimney. Again, don't forget to come in with your granite blocks and just to texture it in. And if you want to add even more to it, you for sure can. You can add some slabs and stuff like that, but whatever you feel, whatever you want to do with it, go ahead. All right, next we're going to work on the house portion, which is going to connect to our campfire, and we're actually going to put a campfire and stuff in there to add some more even realism to it. But I'm going to take out this sign because that's just where I placed it, and we're going to fill in the floor of this with just some oak planks just to give it a basic floor. But again, you can use whatever kind of floor you want, and it should look like this. You can then come in with some stripped oak and add some texture, but again, do what you want, do what you feel. This is just a rough idea of what I wanted to do. All right, then we're going to come in with our spruce logs to this front portion. This is a 2 blue ones and with a 5 block space. Okay, I'm going to try that again because that sounded like mush. Next, we're going to take our spruce logs and we're going to come to the blue corners like this. There is a 5 wide gap, or there should be a 5 wide gap, but I guess it looks like a 4, so we're going to roll with it. And we're going to build this up by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to bar these across just like so. And then you're going to come to each of these and build them up by 5 and connect them like this. When you're done, the framework should look like this. Next, we're going to take our oak planks and we're going to build up the walls on the yellow pieces of wool just like so. And remember, you can make a place for your door. If you want to put your door here, you can, but you could also, if you're like me and you like building with odd numbers, you can put it right here on front, which I think is exactly what I'm gonna do, because I like the idea of a door sitting in a one space, the middle space of a 3 wide gap. So I think I'm going to put the door there, and we can build some windows here. So I'm going to leave a gap here in the middle just for some windows and just fill in the rest. I will not put any here because this is going to be where our fireplace goes, and I will show you how I do that in a second. But we're just going to fill in these walls like that, and then you can come on in and texture it with the stripped oak as well. Again, do what you want with the texturing, use whatever blocks you want. This is just a rough idea, something I came up with that I thought you guys might enjoy. And before we get started on the roof, you can come in with an upside down stone brick stair for the door, and then put some right here for the window. And if you wanted to add a window on this side, you sure could, or even just right here. We'll just take these blocks out and we can have 2 windows, adding some good and natural lighting to the build, and then we can get started on the roof. So for the roof, we're going to go with an A-frame style build, and if you want to see more roof styles, you can check out my roof video that I'll link in the top right corner right now. What we're going to do is we're going to start on this corner and just build off with a stone brick stair, and then have an upside down stair, add a stone brick, full block right there, stair, upside down stair, full block like so, and add a stair, and then an upside down stair. And actually, since this is an even side, what we're going to do is we're going to just add right across 2 doubles like so, and then we'll do the same thing on this side, going stair, going out, upside down stair, we'll do a full block, regular stair, upside down stair, full block, and then upside down stair. And then we're going to take this exact same idea and go across, but don't forget you can go up here and add that little bit just to kind of make it look nice and pretty and rounded. So this is our A frame shape. We're going to take this all the way across and build it on this side, and then you can fill it in. So when your roof is done, it should look something like this. And I forgot to add these stone brick slabs, which we're going to add going all the way across, connect up these stairs that we topped off the roof on the ends, just like so. And then you can go through with your cobble stairs and your cobble blocks and all that kind of stuff and just do some texturing to the build, make it look a little bit different, a little bit rustic and run down, because you guys, if you've followed my channel before, you know I love that kind of build style. I love the rustic look, and it just adds so much more detail, so much more depth to this build, and it's not just plain and blasé or whatever you guys kind of want to call it. But even then, that looks good. You can even come in with some cobblestone blocks, take out some of these full blocks just like this, and oh, it looks really good. We'll take that and back. Yeah, even just that little bit adds so much more detail to this build. Then we're going to add these stripped oak logs to these ends right here, just to add in the color and make a contrast between the roof and the spruce framework. We'll do that on both sides just like this, and then pretty much you are done. There's some other little things you can do, but I think we can jump into some decorating just to make this place look super nice and just bring it all together. But if I was a fisherman, I'd be really happy with this house. We can come in with some glass panes and just fill in the windows, and we can also come in with our door. That way it seals up nice. We got a little bit more depth with the door and the stair like that, and then come on over to this side and do the glass pane. And we do have to fill in a little bit on the inside to cover up these holes that kind of lead into it, but overall that's not too hard to do. I'll show you guys that in a second. But I did have an idea that we could throw something right here, and I think it's going to look really cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to build off of these 2 frames above the door, and we're going to take out these full blocks just right here, leaving the roof still intact. We're going to build these up by 3, going 1, 2, 3, and then we're just going to take out these little blocks like so, and then we're going to build off the roof like this. It's okay that it's touching, and we're going to fill in these spots as we go. We'll do the same thing on this side, just building out, and we're just going to do a very typical gable roof. Again, if you want to see my roof video, go back and check out the end card, or I can link it down in the description as well. We're just going to build up like so with an upside down stair, regular stair, and then an upside down stair here with a stair on top. So it should look something like this, and then we can fill in roof going like this, and I know it's not going to match up 100% yet. That is okay. We will fix that in a second, because we're going to grab our slabs and just build this out like so. We can grab this to fill in and put a stair like so. Make that a full block. We can even just kind of taper it down with a regular slab. Come on in here with a slab, and it looks hardly noticeable at all. And honestly, we could come in with just a regular stair right here just to kind of even it out. Then we'll come in with the planks. You can texture this later if you would like. I'm not going to texture it right now. And then we can have a little bit of a window just like so and fill in that. You could add a door and make it a balcony, but overall I think that looks really, really good, and it feeds into this build so much more, adds so much more detail and depth. Alright, now that the house is pretty much completed, let's do some extra decorating. I'm going to take some oaks fences and just go along the outside like this, just connecting up these logs to make a little bit of a rail. If you wanted to add some extra spruce on the outside, that way it connects a little bit more to the logs rather than on the inside, you go ahead and do that. I am perfectly happy with how this looks. Not going to take up a whole lot of extra room and just looks really, really good. If you want to add in some oak gates, you can as well, but again, do what you want. This is just a rough idea of what I like to do. Fill this in like that, and then we have a way down to the water, and we have a nice railing around so we don't fall into the water. Yeah, super, super good. We're also going to take some of these fences and build them off like this, where would be some sort of like rope that's kind of connecting to the house. So we're going to build off of this part of the roof and just kind of bring it down in a winding pattern. No rhyme or reason to it. You can kind of just do what you want. We're going to connect it up to, like, say this post right here, just to make it look really, really good. You can come down by 2 even, come across, come on down again, and then bring it back around like so. And then we just add some lighting to it by adding in some lanterns. Gives us a little bit more ambient light, especially at night, and looks pretty good. And we're going to take this same kind of concept and we're going to add it here to the front just to add a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit steeper. You can even add it on this side, but that's okay. We're just going to make it steeper. And it should look just something like this. And again, you can come on in with that lantern, and you can add some lanterns up front if you want, just for that lighting, but I'm really happy with how that looks. Since we don't have actual rope in Minecraft, fences are the next best thing because they kind of have a ropey texture to them, and they just kind of weld their way up. Weld doesn't make sense. Wind their way up. That makes a lot more sense. So alright, I'm going to jump into just a little bit of a time lapse and do some decorating, and then I will see you guys on the other side. But I'm hoping you guys like the video. If you do, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in a second. And with that, the decoration is done. I did build this little boat right off the dock because it makes sense for a fisherman to have a little bit of a fishing boat. And then I just added in some extra stuff like some bushes kind of there, with a little bit of a grill out front using some smokers and the rails, and then using composters as barrels as well, and then a little bit of storage outside kind of just laying about. And then inside was really cool. I fixed up the chimney a little bit, made a little bit of a fireplace and a chair that we can sit in and relax in nice by the fire after a hard day of fishing. That's so good. Simple little kitchen with some fish mounted on the wall that we probably caught, some paintings just for the extra decoration, and then the little bit of the bedroom up top had to have my blue orchid in there. It's my favorite flower, and then just a little extra storage as well. Nothing too crazy in the house, but overall I'm really happy with how well this came together. Alright guys, that is all the time I have for you today. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, and always hit the bell so you know when the videos are coming out. We're getting closer and closer every day to 2,000 subscribers. Can we get to 2,000 before May? Let's try to get there. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers before May of 2022. But all my links are in the description down below if you need me for anything or want to see where I'm at, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.